Thank you. Today we will start with this topic of psychology of technology and cyber psychology. Here we will cover the topic of impact of technology on human behavior, cyberbullying and its psychological consequences, social media and psychological well-being, and technology addiction and digital detox. Okay, we will cover this beautiful topics and let's start. Yeah. Okay, let's start. Let's start with the beautiful topic. And in this beautiful topic, we will start with a small question that is you wake up tomorrow morning, okay, and there is no Wi Fi, no Instagram, no WhatsApp, no Google, no YouTube, no UPI, no GPS, no Netflix, no AI, no online class, okay, nothing digital. And I don't want you to think about inconvenience. I want you to think psychologically. Which part of you would change first? Would your relationships change? Would your morning routine change? Would your attention span change? Would you feel bored? Would you feel anxious? Would you suddenly realize that you were using your phone to avoid certain feelings? It was a escape mode for you. Would you know what to do with silence? What will it be? Okay. So basically, when people hear the word cyber psychology, they often imagine computers, right? We can see on screen also. It is about people, uh, like more than computers, it is basically about people in digital environment. So we are also in digital environment. Okay. Yeah. It asks questions such as why do we behave differently online? Why do we keep checking our phones? Why does one negative comment affect us more than 100 positive comments? Why do we compare our ordinary life with somebody else's Instagram highlight reel? Okay. Why can someone feel lonely despite being constantly connected? Okay. Why does a person continue gaming even when gaming is causing problems in their marital life? Okay. Why are some people more vulnerable to cyberbullying? Why do people reveal deeply personal information to strangers online? Can technology change our identity? Can algorithm influence our decisions? Can AI influence the way we think about ourselves and other people? Right. So, cyber psychology is essentially the study of how human cognition, that is thought process, emotions, that is affect, behavior, identity, and relationships operate within the digital environments. And I want you to remember one sentence throughout today's class: technology is not psychologically neutral. Technology is not psychologically neutral. Okay, I'll just give you a simple example. Simple example. Okay. Uh, Jantar Mantar protests, right? Jantar Mantar protest हो रहा था. Am I audible to everyone? There was Jantar Mantar student protest going on. All of us has different things coming up on our feed, Instagram feed, Facebook feed, or WhatsApp messages, right? Or we were seeing few news, right? I'll come with the Instagram feed. Okay. Now, whatever we were watching, we were getting more of such viewpoints that made our views very skewed. That is extreme. Okay. We were either completely for it or we were completely against it. Why it happened? Algorithm. Algorithm influenced our decisions, the way we were behaving, our identity, our relationships. I was seeing so many people actually fighting. Okay, they were fighting on social media, that is for, it's against. And one of my seniors, beloved seniors, he put up a very important post which was very very necessary for all of us. That is, all of your views, dear, is either extreme positive or extreme negative. Are you actually thinking about the agenda with which the children came up with? Are we actually thinking about the mental health concerns? Right? It became either too positive or too negative, against or for the movement. Can I tell you one thing? Even a chair, even a chair in a classroom is not psychologically neutral. I can design it to make you sit in it for 8 hours for the class, and I can design it in a way without considering you that you cannot even sit for half an hour. I'll give you a very simple example. In college, generally nowadays, the chair which is there, that is like you open the desk and you enter and then sit, right? Generally, that chair is, that table, the desk is on the right hand side. So that is meant for people who are right handed. What about the lefties? Did you ever think about that? Even a chair is not psychologically neutral. How can technology be? A room is not psychology neutral. I can design it to make you anxious, and I can design it in a way that will calm you down. And a digital a platform, you really think it's neutral? It affects, the technology creates an environment, and environment influence behavior. Such a wonderful thing, isn't it? The technology human feedback, right? Yeah, because I like, let's think about this as a cycle. We have a human need. Maybe we need connection, we need entertainment, we need validation, we need information, we need a sense of belongingness, we feel competence, we feel at times to escape. Technology is designed to meet that need. We use it, our behavior changes, those behaviors create psychological consequences, and technology evolves again to capture new needs, and the cycle continues. So recently I was just searching, I was just telling my sister that, I need to buy a shampoo for hair fall thing, and I need the hair fall, like hair growth serum. The AI got it. From yesterday night, I am just seeing ads of Traya, Arata, okay, Screencraft, and I'm tired. It has made me feel that you are going bald, Shreoshi, very soon, okay, and it has increased my anxiety. I do not have anything for bald people. It's just that I love my hair, touch wood. I love my hair. So I'm like, ki, bhai, it increased my anxiety. And then my sister was like, ki, Didi, do one thing, search about good dinner places. Okay, just search. We'll go out for a dinner after 10 p.m. when you are done with your class. We'll go out for dinner and search for good dinner places. Suddenly, my feed changed to events around Delhi NCR. Not just food, it gave me entertainment also. So basically, as per my need, my algorithm changed. Okay. And technology is not simply something we use, it is in, increasingly becoming a part of the psychological environment in which we live. Okay. And that's why it's very important that we discuss about the impact of technology. Okay. So if I tell you the impacts, technology has changed our stimulus environment. Okay. Let's go back 20 or 30 years back. If I wanted information, If my father wanted information, he had to search for it in files. Like he had to open the almirah, take out the file. There were color coded files. Okay. And he used to tell that the green one is about the property, the yellow one is about the finance, the pink one is about the health. Okay. This transparent red folder is for your mother, right? If I wanted to know something, even like 10 years back, if I wanted to know something, I used to go to library. I still go there. I used to go to library. I had to open a book, and then I can find. I have a habit like you might be thinking that I'm a very technologically advanced person. I'm not. I can relate with Seema ma'am's problem that I also download things. I underline, I highlight, I read like like this. I write notes. Okay, so I do that, so I can understand your all of your problems that you are not able to download, and I'll try my best to resolve it with the team so that you are able to download whoever has the like need to read it offline, because someday I also used to do that. Okay, I'll give you another example. If we wanted to talk to someone, we had to call them or meet them, right? If I wanted entertainment, I deliberately used to pass on the remote and go to the channel which I want to watch. Today is the day where information doesn't wait for us, information comes looking for us. I didn't know that Traya takes a test. Okay, or there is something called niche, like I knew about niche, but yes, I didn't know that I can also put extensions and it will not be visible. Makeup wise, I'm very backward. Don't know about that stuff, but my sister knew. Okay. uh okay, so my like at my phone wakes me up telling me good morning, and then when I wake up I ask the technology that, hey Siri, what are the messages which I have? Hey Siri, give me an update of what happened last night. So the we can off क्या हुआ? Microphone for all the social media app settings, and these apps listen to us anytime. It's always tracking what we talk and what we do across other apps too. That's how we get promotions. Yes, exactly my point. Exactly, you can do that, but few apps do not function without you switching off the thing. So that's the problem. Yeah. So now I tell, hey Siri, can you please tell me the updates in my phone, the notifications is my phone. You have 17 WhatsApp messages, and the break news is the temperature today is, I'm like, oh my God. Okay. Someone liked your post. Here is a recommended video for you. And it actually goes on telling until another stop, Siri. Stop. Okay. So I actually do that. Okay. Also, we get notification that your favorite creator has uploaded this. Also, because I am a, this is a, please do not see me from a bad eye, but I am a shopping freak. Okay. I'm a shopping freak. I think that if I'm stressed, if I go to a mall, just seeing at the bags, I will be very happy. Okay, so what I do is, because I search so much, so Mintra only gives me ad about bags, and now I'm frustrated. My mother has told me that if I order any one more bag, she will throw my all bags out of my home. Okay, but what can I do? Mintra is at fault because Mintra is giving me such notifications, right? That too many bags, right? So notice what happened. You haven't made a single conscious decision, yet your notifications are making it. Your attention has already been recruited several times in the notifications which are coming. So when I work nowadays, you guys won't believe, when I work or my work is about studying only. I continuously study, and for study I need attention. If my phone is continuously beeping, will I be able to study? You know what I do? I go to manage notification. I switch off all the notifications. The only notification which is on in my phone throughout the time, that is WhatsApp, and that also of the chats which are not muted. Most of the chat I mute. I do not, I archive the chats, I don't read. Okay, and that's why I'm able to maintain my a peace of mind. Second, coming to technology and attention. Ajay, tell me, how many of you are now uncomfortable to watch movies in theater? Like going to a movie hall, sitting for 2.5 hours at a stretch and watching a movie. Not comfortable. You want to watch it at your own pace, at your own time. I'll give you example of my mother. Okay, I always come up with the examples of my mother. So technology, I definitely need to come. Okay. So I today only I booked my parents a good, like, uh, movie, like they can watch together. I have did the booking, and my mother was like, "Why did you book it? Why did you have to do that? I could have watched it when it would have come to OTT, na." I'm like, "What's the difference? It's the movie only. You go, you watch, you come back. That's the problem. I can watch it while cooking by pausing it and watching, or I can watch it in breaks. In movie hall, I need to sit for 2.5 hours. You have booked the recliner, right? I cannot watch it like that. If at time I fall asleep, I will fall asleep. And later when it comes to OTT, I will watch it again." I'm like, "ये problem क्या? अरे इतनी देर तक नहीं, I don't want to give that much of attention at a stretch." She continuously watches reel. So nowadays she has lost attention to watch anything for a longer period of time. ठीक है? Think about Instagram reels. You watch one, okay? You watch one. You don't have to decide whether you want to watch the next one. It simply arrives. Swipe, another. Swipe, another. The psychological environment has removed the need for a deliberate decision. And that's important because traditional media often required, like even Tata Sky used to ask you, what do you want to watch? Which genre? Digital media increasingly asks a very addictive question: will you keep watching? So, from what do I want to watch, it has changed to will you keep watching? That is technology and attention, right? Now, coming to the psychology of notification. Can you see this? Can you see this? Notifications here, right? Most of the time I wake up, why I've switched off my matlab network, because like the notification thing, because yeah, you wake up and 17 notifications of just the apps which you have. You check your phone nowadays, like even like when I started doing it, it was like, why didn't I receive a notification, right? Whenever my phone vibrates, like I see that it's a call or it's a message. If it vibrates for a longer period of time, I know it's a call, then I pick it up. Or else if it vibrates once, I just keep it because I know it's a WhatsApp message. Okay. Because your phone vibrate now, also again thing, your phone is vibrating, you don't know whether it is your mother, your friend, your partner, your boss, your client, or a random banking spam call. You don't know that. Now your brain asks, what happened? Let's check. You pick up the call. That little question creates a motivational pull, creates a motivational pull. Now imagine that sometimes checking your phone produces something exciting. For example, your crush messaged, or the person you admire the most messaged. Sometimes it produces something socially rewarding. You got 100 views, you got 100 likes. Sometimes it's completely meaningless. Sometimes it's contains important, unimportant messages. Sometimes it contains important information. This unpredictability can change the checking behavior, and it can make it persistent. This is psychology of reinforcement, which is coming in point of attention, right? Imagine a machine that gives you a reward every time you press a button. You won't believe, whenever my friend, okay, one of my friend, she's an influencer. So whenever she gets a message, okay, she that there is a immense smile on her face. Like I also get surprised to see the smile on her, uh, on her face, the way she smiles. Yay, I have a notification. Yay, something has happened in my like, and also I also get that thing because I have a Gmail notification on as well for one of for my research mail ID. So whenever there is a mail in that mail ID of my researcher mail ID, I get very hopeful. Okay, something has happened in my field. Okay, I will get to read something. So, like, it makes a reward kind of thing, that yes, something we have achieved which we are looking for. Okay, now tell me, how many of you unlock your phone even without receiving a notification? You have not got a notification, but then also you unlock your phone. How many of you are there? Please raise your hands. You can be honest. I'm not judging you. You can just say yes or no. Okay. Okay. What exactly were you expecting to find, may I know? Because sometimes there is no message, no important update, no urgent information, yet we checked. Why? Because the behavior has become conditioned and habitual. The phone has become associated with it. The novelty, the newness, the reassurance, social information, reward, boredom reduction, emotional escape. Eventually, phone in hand is urged to check. I'll tell you. So I was actually providing counseling sessions also to people who were, disturbed with the, like, emotionally disturbed with whatever was going on few weeks back in Jantar Mandar. So I was doing that. So I had to set up a different notification tone so that whenever that beeps, I know it's that group. Then only I was getting alert. Otherwise, I had to stay alert for the longest period of time, which was not possible for me. Now, coming to technology and multitasking, how many of you are doing the class right now and also doing something hand in hand? Okay, those who are saying that they are, I'm sorry to disappoint you. Your brain may be doing something slightly different. What we often call multitasking is actually rapid task switching. Imagine a student right now who is attending my class. Any one of you actually are attending my class, ordering from Blinkit, or your WhatsApp is on, or your Instagram is on, or a PDF is on, or maybe notifications are appearing, right? So, you know, you might say that ma'am, I can do all of this at a go. But what the brain is doing is it is switching between tasks. And switching has a cognitive cost. What is the switching cost? Imagine you are writing an important email, then WhatsApp, then back to email, then Instagram, then back to email again. Every time you switch, your brain has to reconstruct. Where was I? What was I doing? What was I thinking? So few days back, I was coming back from college to my PG, and the auto driver told me that, Madam, यहाँ जाना है ना? I'm like, yes. So he said, okay, I'm taking you. He was going, and after a point of time, he was like, this right or that right? I'm like, map, what is the map telling you? Okay, and he was like, Madam, you stay here only, no? You are going to a guest house. I'm like, no, no, I stay here only, but sir, you tell me which ride do you want to take? I don't know. Imagine I am taking that same route for last 5 years. This is my fifth year. Same route I'm taking. Okay. And I was like, for a time being, I was like, with that question, I was like, आपने Google Map क्यों नहीं on किया? Ma'am, everything is here. I can remember. You just tell me which side you want to get down to. I will take you. Then I told him the blog, and he was able to take me. And I knew the roads somehow, but I didn't know the exact which one to take, which one will be closer. Okay. Nowadays, for appointments, so previously I used to have a calendar in my diary. Okay. Now everything is on the app, right? Everything is on the app. I do not need to see my calendar. I just tell my clients, go to IPA platform, see my calendar, book your session according to your comfort. I'll see it, I will be there. Okay, or we pre-decided, and we join the session, right? So that is in my calendar. Okay. Now coming to birthdays. Again, Facebook reminds me. I don't remember anyone's birthday. Okay. Contacts, Google. Okay. Documents in my hard drive. Okay. This is called cognitive offloading. It means I'm using an external tool to reduce the cognitive demand placed on my internal cognitive system. Okay. I want to make something very clear. Cognitive offloading is not bad. Humans have always done it. We created calendars, we created notebook, we created diaries, we created maps. It's just that with digital technology, the cognitive offloading becomes faster and more extensive. So the interesting question is not, is technology destroying your memory? The better question is, what kinds of cognitive work are we choosing not to perform because technology can perform them for us? That's a much more sophisticated psychological question. Imagine you travel somewhere you have never been. You use Google Map. Google Map will take you to the worst road possible. But if you ask a local, okay, who has been there for quite a long time, you will reach your destination very easily. Why? Because Google Map will tell you what you have learned. Okay. So this, like, we need to understand what we should remember and what we need to ask also. Okay. For example, if there are 1,000 contacts in my phone, I will not remember. It's not required. Those 1,000 people are not required. Those are just acquaintances. But remembering your mom, your dad's, your partners, your kids, or your best friend's number is important because those are your support system. Yeah, that is important. Now coming to technology and decision making. Okay. You open Netflix. It recommends something. You open YouTube. It recommends something, right? Spotify recommends music. Amazon recommends products. Instagram recommends people. Google recommends restaurant. So ask yourself, are you actually choosing or you are choosing from what has already been selected for you? Choice architecture. Okay. Technology doesn't always say buy this. Instead, it changes the around environment around your decision. For example, only 2 rooms left, book the hotel. Only 3 items remaining, order it from Blinkit. 20 people are viewing this right now. Offer ends in 5 minutes. Order the food right now. What happens psychologically? We experience urgency, scarcity, anticipated regret, FOMO, fear of missing out, impulsivity. The technology hasn't physically forced us, but it has structured the decision environment. And that's powerful because psychology has always understood that behavior depends not only on the person, but also on the environment in which the choices are present. Now, coming to technology and social interaction. Okay. One of the topic which most of the teenagers are coming up with, sadly. You go to school and someone makes fun of you. Maybe they comment on your appearance. Maybe they call you a name. Maybe they embarrass you in front of classmates. It's horrible. But even the school bell rings, you come home, you close the door, you are away from them. Your bedroom becomes your safe place. You can breathe. Now imagine something different. You come home, you close the door, you pick up your phone, and there it is again. Someone has posted a photograph of you, someone has written something humiliating to you. 10 people have commented filthy on your picture, and some have taken screenshot and given you DMs, direct messages, or forwarded it to another school groups. How will you feel? Or let's say they have created a meme out of you and your phone keeps vibrating and putting off such notifications, and you know that the content is still circulating. Can you accept this? Can you escape this? That is one of the fundamental psychological differences between traditional bullying and cyberbullying. The bullying follow the victim home, and that changes that changes the psychology of the experience. Okay. Cyberbullying refers to the harmful behavior carried out through digital technologies, particularly when the behavior is repeated or sustained. and involves a power imbalance or significant difficulty for the target in stopping or escaping it. It can happen through social media, messaging applications, gaming platforms, online communities, email, discussion forums, group chats, image sharing platforms, and it can take many other forms. Okay. There is verbal harassment, that is, you're useless, nobody likes you, rumor spreading, like, did you hear what she said? Who knows this? Do you know about this? This are happening in her life. Public humiliation. Hundreds of thousands of people can see it. One embarrassing photo of that person. Exclusion. People exclude you from the group. Okay. Impersonation. Someone creates a fake account pretending to be the victim and they post embarrassing things. Now the victim has to deal with two problems, not just about them, but also about what is said in their name by someone else. Loss of control, threats and intimidation. You better watch yourself. There are so many women who are speaking out loud, um, out loud. They are taking out their voice. They are talking with people, and I'm so sorry, but they are they face the misogyny. Okay, they are called out names. This is the same woman, like she's another woman just like your daughter, your mother, your sister. How can you put a woman down or a man down? That's for all. That what happens in cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is psychologically different. As I said, it doesn't just stays in the environment. It follows you to your bedroom where you can see the messages. The boundary is gone. The safe zone has become smaller. There is nowhere you can hide. It could happen anytime. Okay, did someone post something? Are people talking about me? Who has seen it? What are they saying? So cyberbullying can create a cycle of threat, then checking the phone or the media continuously, temporary reassurance that "Nay, nothing is there about me," new uncertainty, then checking it again. Cyberbullying is not just about the message also. Sometimes I someone can send you an insulting message. You might think that's rude, but psychological impact depends on much more than the words themselves. Ask who has sent it. Your stranger, your best friend, your teacher, your parent, someone you admire. Who saw it? One person, entire class, your family, your workplace. What does it mean to you? They don't like me. Everyone thinks I am ugly. I'm being rejected. I'll never be accepted. The psychological meaning of the event matters. The same digital event can produce very different psychological responses in different people. For few, there can be emotional consequences. For few, there can be cognition consequences. For few, there can be behavioral consequences. And for few, there can be all three of them. They can feel fear, shame, anger, helpless, sadness, humiliation, loneliness. They can think continuously about it, negative thoughts about self. Okay. They can think the extreme negatives, that is catastrophizing, and they can avoid the situation, run away, uh, you know, social withdrawal, participate, reduce participation, sleep disruption, anything can come up. Yeah. So every people respond to it differently. One may have supportive parents, so they feel comfort and they fight back. Other might just close themselves in the room and whatnot they will do. Okay. That's why before commenting something on social media, think twice because public humiliation hurts more. Yeah. Okay. And obviously it affects your identity, it threats your identity. For example, I just to give you a very simple example. So one of my senior, school senior, actually, she was from science, I guess, science or commerce, I don't remember. She was from science. Yes, she was from science. So she was a very she used to be a very close senior, so I added her in Facebook also. She's there. She was there in my Facebook. But during the protest which was going on, she posted in social media that students who died by suicide should die, because previously also examinations have happened, and we were not that sensitive that एक examination may fail हो गए, so we will end our life. So I think the generation is becoming very sensitive. All these kids deserve to die because they won't be able to face such situations in the long term. So it's better they are dead. And if anyone is supporting this thing, what is happening? Their parents should beat them up with chappal. Now, everyone was very ruthless to her, very ruthless to her. Okay, over social media, because she has posted this point of view. Now, I felt that if I also be ruthless to this person will not understand anything. For now, I will just summarize what we have learned today. We learned about what is cyberbullying. We learned about what is, sorry, just lost my chain of thoughts. Um, what is cyber psychology? Okay, we learned about what is cyber psychology. Then we understood its impact in our lives. Okay. Then we learned about cyberbullying. We learned about the psychological consequences it is causing. We learned about technology addiction. We learned about digital detox, and we learned about digital well being. Okay. We learned about all of these things. Always remember, technology should be a tool in your life, not the environment your life happens inside. You will receive a quiz. Next session would be on psychology of work and occupational stress. Okay. Take care, all of you then. I'll see you after, I'll see you on Sunday. Okay. Till then, please take care and have a wonderful week ahead. Okay. Take care, guys, and see you soon again in the next week, next Sunday. Bye bye.